You think you know Brad Pitt? Well, here's some things you may not have known about the two-time winner of Sexiest Man Alive. Previous to his Hollywood fame, Pitt attended the University of Missouri, where he majored in journalism with a focus on advertising. However, in 1986, he left college 2 credits short of graduating to move to California. When he first moved to Los Angeles, he only had $325 to his name and slept on another soon-to-be famous person's couch, Melissa Etheridge. On the journey to superstardom, Brad held a variety of wacky jobs. Some of the most notable ones included dressing as a giant chicken for the fast food chain El Pollo Loco, being a pool boy, and serving as a chauffeur for strippers. In fact, one of the strippers he drove around brought him to his first acting class, which introduced him to the famous acting coach Roy London. To this day, Brad still says that moment is what set him on the path to where he is today. His first starring role in a feature film was in The Dark Side of the Sun, which was shot in pre-war Yugoslavia during the summer of 1988. As the film neared completion, civil war broke out in the region and most of the original footage was lost. After a 5-year search, the lost footage was found and returned to the film's producer. In the film, Brad played a young American who traveled to the Adriatic Sea in search of a cure for a rare skin disease. The movie shot for 7 weeks and Brad was only paid $1,523 per week. In 1991, Brad starred in his breakout role as a thieving yet attractive cowboy in the cult classic Thelma and Louise. However, he was almost not cast as JD. William Baldwin was the first choice, but left the film to star in Ron Howard's Backdraft. Brad Pitt takes his acting career very seriously and is prepared to do anything to best portray a character. For his role in A River Runs Through It, Brad had to learn how to fly cast. He practiced on top of buildings in Hollywood and would often hook himself in the back of the head. This is not the only role where he risked his physical well-being. In the 1999 film Fight Club, Brad voluntarily went to a dentist to have his front teeth chipped for his character, Tyler Durden. But not to worry, he had his beautiful cat teeth fixed shortly after he finished making the movie. Shortly after Pitt's success in Interview with a Vampire, he purchased his first mansion from a fellow bloodsucker lover. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, sold her $1.7 million home to the Hollywood hunk. At the time, the mansion was filled with antiques and had a rather vampiric aesthetic. It was a supporting role in Terry Gilliam's 12 Monkeys that earned Pitt his first Oscar nomination. To help him get into the role of a crazed mental patient with interesting views on animal rights, he spent the day at a Philadelphia psychiatric ward. Unfortunately, he did not win the Oscar that year and lost to fellow actor Kevin Spacey for his enigmatic portrayal of Kaiser Sose in The Usual Suspects. But not to worry, Brad still cleared up for Best Supporting Actor at the Golden Globes. Researchers from the New England Historic Genealogical Society studied the Pitt family tree and realized that it has a rather presidential connection. According to the research team, Brad's 9th cousin is Barack Obama. They are connected by Edwin Ewing, a member of the House of Representatives for Tennessee's 8th Congressional District, who was born in 1809. Brad Pitt was once the spokesperson in the 2014 Toyota Altis commercials, however, not every country perceived his handsome face positively. Malaysian authorities did not approve the commercial and refused to run the campaign. They believed that if Malaysian men stared at Brad's chiseled features for too long, they would start to feel inferior. So not everyone approves of how perfect he is. And here's a bonus one. During a scene in the thriller 7, Pitt's character, Detective David Mills, is chasing the killer through a rainy backdrop. While running, he slipped and drove his arm through a windshield. The accident caused him to sever a tendon and cut his arm down to the bone. Brad had to wear a cast for the rest of filming, which was quickly written into the script. If you look close enough while watching the movie, Brad Pitt's arm is often hidden behind miscellaneous objects. That's it for this episode of You Think You Know Movies. Make sure to subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and get the latest movie and TV news on ScreenCrush.com.